Hello everyone, my name is Arina and today I will present you my project about life. So welcome to see biography in sketches. Enjoy it! One wonderful autumn day, 18 years ago, many thousand kilometers away and 4 hours apart from here, then the first snow was falling on Russian streets and not far from Ural Mountains in the capital of Republic of Bashkortostan in the city of Ufa, I was born. I was born in awesome family of two people, Alla and Evgeny, who were fallen in love in the last century. Yeah, it sounds very romantic. That's how they got me and named Arina. So my name is Desyadkina Arina Evgenievna. This part of the name in Russia is called Otchestvo, like patronymic term, and comes from name of dad. It's used for call people in official form. So name Arina was not so famous name at that time. Then after 2 years of my life, this name became more and more popular, but still always reminded for all Russians a famous person from 19th century. It's the nanny of great poet Alexander Pushkin, who greatly influenced by his works for Russian literature. And I think the most wonderful time of my life is childhood, especially when I remember how we were spending time together with my grandparents. Despite the fact that they work a lot and hard, we passed a lot of time together. We often went out of the town to like second residence with garden, trees, flowers, in general nature. And sometimes we were meeting with their friends and going on the weekends or holidays somewhere in the wild in a tent near lakes or maybe forests. I often remember songs around campfire with guitar and funny anecdotal stories of older people from the time, for example, like USSR, their youth, and it was amazing. Then, at the age of 6, I went to school and I still don't stop learning. I was studying at the school that is on the next street of my house, and it was a pretty old, famous UNESCO sponsored municipal school in my city. I appeared there only because I live near and I never thought about the prestige of this place. So it wasn't not so easy to study there. There are a lot of works and strange things, but this place gave me a lot of skills to learn, analyze, apply these in various types of work. Of course, communicate with people. It was like a real model of our society with own system that helps to understand this world. So a lot of things really came in handy in my life, and also I made a lot of friends with who I still have a very close friendship, which have only strengthened with pass of time, and I'm really happy. In addition to studying 6 days a week, yeah, in Russia we had lessons on Saturdays too. I went to many extras classes to try something new despite school, of course, such as artistic gymnastics, class of pottery, and also fashion theater. After a couple of years of such loads, I decided that I can do just one, and I prefer to do only the fashion theater. There we studied art, fashion history, etiquette, how to pose and take photos, how to draw and create something new things. Then they sewed these things and presented it on the podium stage, but not just as models, because between the islands we showed sketches or dances, so we were also studying choreography. Since that time, art and fashion have never left my life. After that, I had dreams of becoming a fashion designer, artist who draws cartoons, or maybe a model. But as I become older, traveled more, and got to know this world, I realized that these professions are unlikely to become my own. Because I also like social sciences, linguistics, psychology, and philosophy. After studying in Russia and some travelings, it became more clear that arts fair is more developed in Europe. And my parents supported me in this, and we decided that our second residence could become our current home and an experience of understanding how it's studying abroad good for me now. It was decided to finish obligatory secondary school in Russia, pass state exams as Spanish selectividad, because we have these exams also after ESO, and go to Spain. So in June, I passed these 5 exams, and in August, I was preparing for my new Mr. stage of life. With low knowledge of Spanish and not imagining that exists Catalan language, I started my way in Spain, exactly in Catalonia. And from this moment in my life appeared a lot of languages. Like to natives, it's Russian and Bashkir. To foreigners, it's English and French. To locals, Spanish and Catalan. And to specialized, like Latin and Greek from now. So in 2018, I went for the first time for me with 1 day ticket abroad. And at this point, I had to start building my everyday life and environment from beginning and break my borders of zone comfort. Now I'm very happy that I made such a choice. I started my experience in Caldes de Malavella, and I have been studying there for a year. Although 2018 and 2019 were very difficult years for me, it seems even more difficult than the current legendary year. This was like first adaptation for me to all know around me, and after a year, I got to bachelorette, and I'm studying here for second year in Yugoslavia, and I'm very glad about it. Although I previously wanted to study more art, but now I'm happy to discover new languages like Latin and Greek. This place also gave me a lot of friends and mates. Soon I will finish this stage of education, and I have no idea what I can do with it in future, but I know for sure that these unknown horizons are preparing for me a lot of very interesting things in future. And while I try to get everything that I can do. So thank you so much for your attention.